We now return to Let's Play Nebuchadnezzar. We're going to try and finish this up this time. No, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to drag this out. I'm going to do one here. Add a small fountain. Okay, that is just enough. Not even close. Lucian is coming in. Doesn't seem to matter. Better. Alright, we have our things, so let's go ahead and activate. Where are you? You just going all the way around? Should just go all the way around. There's our beautiful residence. We need more chairs. Alright. Is that actually within range? It is within range. I guess I'll just go ahead and do a separate one here. Alright. Now prestige has still not gone up to a level I need it to be at. So we're going to have to work on that somewhere else. This does not seem like it's enough. So we are producing that. I could sell some. We have plenty of them. So let's begin. How many can we do? 50 total? Might. It's a bit much. Let's lower that down to like 30. Could also make profit just turning around selling wood. Seeing as how we can now import it at 34 and then just directly export it at 50. 70 ought to be enough, I would think. Anything we can do to bump up that prestige. So, now I need somebody to drag goods. We're pulling them from here to here. Okay. Need you to drop off goods here. Except this is 12 and 12. So what I can do is have you, not that, grab from here to here. Actually, why don't we lower that and up this? We need that to be a bigger thing. We still need population, so that is where this comes in. We are getting beer there, but I think I needed to still increase my production. Actually, it looks like we're on top of it now. Okay, so that means now I can begin doing distribution of beer as well. So you will copy this one, copy that one. Then we have a secondary individual here who is taking care of all that. And I think I am just going to add another one. We will just send you down like that. And this one will just get a third one as well. Goes down this way. That should be everybody. Right, because that one is getting one, that one is getting one, that one is getting one. That should be enough to get us to our population. I don't know why we dipped down on population so hard. We're not getting enough meat. 54 to 33, but we're still not getting enough meat. And I think we are maybe taking too many of these. There's one commonality here. Well, no, actually these need the same thing. We don't have enough furniture being made. Oh well, that's not... I guess that wasn't entirely necessary for me to do that. So... I guess I can get another butcher? Right here? It's not gonna be pretty. It will likely affect my people here. Pollution, a little bit tight. I don't actually need to turn that. Fuck. I knew it. I knew that was going to be a thing. God damn it. What about doing it on this side then? Alright, what the hell happened? So much for making money in this game. now we're upside down on this. How do we not have enough fucking meat? Where am I selling? Oh, I'm selling it up here, though. So this is completely divorced from that. So realistically, then, I don't have enough, period. Because if you look at what I'm selling, it's not enough. For a game that relies so heavily on statistics, they're really not very useful, just because of that. Because you're not getting the full picture there. Finally, Jesus Christ. Alright, so apparently there's 16 missions to the game, and we are now on number 8. Oh no, we're actually on number 10. Did not realize we were that far along. That's still 6 more missions. I think I'm kind of done with the game. I think we've seen everything there is to offer, and the game needs a lot more updates. There's so many things wrong with the game, and it largely comes from trying to mash 3 different types of games together, and it just doesn't work very well. And the last update, where they added the wages and taxes and all that stuff, kind of proves that they are just going to tack on things rather than change the core fundamentals of the game. There's no point to having that, you know. That the whole idea of having taxes and wages was so that you didn't have to rely solely on your trade to start making money. But you do. In fact, it's now made it worse having the wages and taxes thing in there, because now you are causing yourself an even larger deficit just by having houses down. So, I mean, it's completely fucking backwards, and you know, it feels like at every opportunity, everything that they did, the developers were like, this is going to be just a little bit too easy. Let's make this just a little bit harder. Like, for example, needing to unlock a trade route for fishing. I mean, Jesus Christ, needing 65 prestige just for the first thing to allow you to start trading is absolutely ridiculous. And I really honestly don't see how you're meant to do it other than just build those temples first and, you know, have so much money at the beginning and so little going out via your taxes, or your wages rather, that you just sit there for an hour waiting for your temple to complete so that you can then unlock the prestige to then move on and open up a trade route. I mean, aside from the fact that alone, I mean, really, I think I started off this mission pretty well. And if I had just been able to go right into the fish trade route, I would have been making money and it would have been fine. The fact that I had to delete half my goddamn city just to get money back so that I could even do that is ridiculous. And I really think that is the thing that you're supposed to do. Just not build a city until you have another part ready. Which in this case, like I said, would have been waiting an hour for a fucking temple to be built, because I would have only been able to have 1 or 2 brick makers trickle in 1,400 goddamn bricks to finish that stupid monument. It's totally unbalanced. This entire game is totally unbalanced, and it just... I really hope they keep working on it and tweaking it and making it better, But, you know, even their website specifically says that they're trying to make a game that is a challenge pretty much all the time. And I'm not playing a puzzle game. I'm playing this as a city building game, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. You know, it is only superficially a city building game. It looks like a city building game, and that's where it's misleading. It looks like it's an old Impressions game, and it is not. It is definitely not. It is first and foremost some transport industrial tycoon game. And it's not a fun mashup. They do a lot of things that feels like they had all these ideas that they wrote down and then decided to do all of them. Like, for example, the workers allocation. End of the day, there is no reason for that mechanic. It's a neat mechanic, it is poorly implemented because it doesn't do anything. When you put down your stuff, you pretty much have to max out everybody to begin with. So what's the point of having it? I could see it working for the farm thing, because, you know, it could have been like Emperor, right? Where you could put down different crops in your farm patches that would then rotate through the seasons to grow differently. So implementing that idea into this game via the workers could have been a thing, except that it doesn't work because the way the numbers work, it's so imbalanced, you need all those people working on one crop per farm. There's no point in having rotational anything because the margins are so thin on the numbers that you need to min-max everything. And that's fucking stupid. Especially on an easy difficulty level. Like, I don't think I have ever played a city building game of any genre, you know, any series, Anno, the Impressions game, SimCity. I've never played a game that has overcomplicated a process so much. It just, I from the very beginning, I have never felt satisfied at any point with this game. There's too much giving you too little, and most of it for no reason. Like I said, it feels like every step of the way they were just thinking, how can we make this a little bit more complicated? And just oh god, it sucks. It's not an enjoyable experience, which is really unfortunate because you can see there's production value in here. You know, they actually tried to make it look good and, you know, just make it seem like it was a professional thing that was a love letter to the old games that people enjoyed, but it's nothing like those games. And it really, really suffers from it. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous that as they go on, they will just keep adding features without fixing the core gameplay. And that is where the mod community is going to come in. And I have voiced before in other series, if you have to rely on the mod community to fix your game, you got a bad game. I don't know. I guess I was just taken in with the wrong impression, no pun intended, thinking that this game was going to be something it's not. And I feel like that needs to be advertised more, that this is not a love letter to the Impressions games. It tries to take Impressions games elements and slap it on, ultimately, a transport tycoon game. Or an industrial tycoon game. And that is just... it's been incredibly disappointing. So, I'm going to end this series for now. I will pay attention to what they decide to add in the updates and all that. It seems to be fairly consistent. They just released another one prior to me recording this video, which apparently does something with the save menu and localization. So it's not even gameplay updates, it's just a little quality of life update thing. But I'll pay attention to this, and maybe I'll come back and finish the other missions. But, yeah, as the game is now, I cannot recommend it, unfortunately. Unless you're really into logistics and min-max and all that shit, but I am not. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.